Check, please.
Check.
Yo.
Kale.
Yo. Better.
But you're not going to be talking like that
Yeah.
the entire game.
Alright, where I put my dice bag, I need to get the fixes out.
Let's try this again. Matt?
Yo!
Kale.
Yo.
Well, that one you're actually in the yellow, so that works. I can see I'm in the yellow when I speak, so we're good. We're going to go ahead and have to put it there for you. Do you have someone version sitting next to him?
I play rocking chair.
Rocking chair, okay.
Yeah.
So this
If I
is
had a
the
rocking chair, I'd be in one.
this is the test session for Cell Swords, 20 plus 6 Heroic Fantasy Roleplaying. This is our very first session of the rules. Test session takes place on Robert Irwin Howard's world of Hyborian Age. For those that do not know, the Hyborian Age was a period of prehistory that supposedly took place before our own modern era in recorded history, when a great cataclysm eliminated the previous Thurian Age, and then another sort of cataclysm eliminates the Hyborian one, but it's more of a cataclysm that comes from human invasion. The characters are playing in an area of the world known as Zamora. Zamora with its dusky-haired women and spider-haunted minarets. That's a quote directly from Howard. Zamora is a very interesting land. It is landlocked. We are playing one of the major cities known as Arenjun, which has the sobriquet of the City of Thieves. Almost a third of the city's population is involved in illegal activity of some kind. Yeah, think about that.
How does that function?
Zamora sits upon a very interesting area of the Hyborian world where the far east is just across one range of mountains and the west is across the other range. So Zamora, being right in the center, is in a part where it controls most of the trade, which is the only thing that's kept the nation together. In the time period that players have been here, they have come to learn that the native Zamorans are a really weird, almost schizophrenic bunch in that they are wicked to the bone, but also strangely devout to their gods. The major god is a god by the name of Zoth. Zoth is depicted usually as a spider. Zamorans pray to him for success in their plots, their schemings, warnings of their enemies' intentions, and capturing opportunities. And yes, in case you're wondering, this is probably where Gary Gygax got the idea for the drill. So, your characters awaken wearing rough spun tunics in prison cells. You dimly recall what brought you here. In your case, it was one of those rare occasions when your fast tongue could not get you out of trouble.
Didn't work out how I wanted it to. Damn.
In your case, it involves being mistaken for another Sumerian who apparently robbed a coach. As there aren't many Sumerians in this part of the world, they saw your tall, muscular body, your long black hair and smoldering blue eyes, and went, "Oh, barbarian, that's got to be him."
Guess what is going to happen to your character a lot?
At least for these first few years we're in Arenjun.
Yeah.
And you, well, drinks were had, words were exchanged, somebody thought you were propositioning him.
No.
He's in the infirmary, you're not.
Shit happens.
I didn't break them too much.
What can I say? You all find yourselves in these jail cells. Now, here's the odd thing, though. You've become acquainted with the Clink before. Arenjun actually has a city watch. And the city jail cells, if humble, or at least well-maintained and cleaned, where you are now, the odor of frightened men, of manure, of people who have pissed in the corner because they've not bothered to give you like any chamber pots or anything is overpowering. All around you, the cries of despair and whimpering of the enslaved can be heard. And your first thought is, oh my God, have I been enslaved?
Which is a real problem.
You feel up to your neck, and sure enough, there are iron rings with leather collars beneath them to keep you from chafing around your necks.
Oh, shit.
And you all recognize these. These are gladiatorial slave collars. Someone has sold you to a fight ring.
Well, damn.
You tell me that the police force of Arenjun is corrupt? I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
So, What do you do? The two men are in a cell. The woman's in a different one.
Oh, so we're in a cell together?
You're in a cell with other men. She's in a cell with other women.
Oh, so it's a lot of other men.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sizing up everybody in the cell and see who is the meanest and like toughest looking one that I could attach myself to. That can
Intuition and streetwise.
That was very smart thinking. Know your limitations and play to them.
You know that character in the Hercules Legendary Journey show you like, the scam artist?
Yeah. Salmonius?
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's my illusionist. No wisdom whatsoever, but incredibly charming and very, very smart, but no common sense whatsoever. And his name was indeed Salmonius. And his first reaction to anybody coming at him with violence was, not the face!
Here.
A heroic.
You have a heroic success.
I have a
All right, so you look around your jail cell, and most of the people, because you are in Zamra, are Zamrans. Zamrans have kind of a olive complexion. They tend to have very thick, curly black hair. Howard actually says they're the progenitors of the gypsy people. So if you think of someone with like that kind of like stereotypical gypsy romantic look, that's what all the Zamrans look like.
They look like me.
There's one particular Zamran. Yes, that's right, you are a Zamran. I'm going to use Zamran because I like it better.
I agree.
There's one particular Zamran who is about 6'5", which is unusual. They're normally not that tall. And he's about 4 feet wide of muscle. And everyone's staying away from him. And his forearms are covered in scars that tell you of past encounters on the street and maybe at swordplay.
Okay. So can I kind of tell how I could approach him?
Well, I'm not done describing because you have a heroic.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Something in his manner communicates to you that maybe women aren't what he's interested in.
Okay. I could work with that.
And he's currently... He's currently looking around the cell.
I'm flexible.
Also sizing people up. But probably to look for who he can offer protection to.
Well, it sounds like a match made in heaven.
Alright. So in this dark, grimy, fetid prison, the body odor smell almost overpowering you. You look around and you see this guy and your eyes catch. And he's like,
Hey.
and what do you do?
You
Love
like
is in the air.
sidle over. Like I don't know how guys like
Quit.
sidle over to make themselves look attractive or something.
Pretty much the
like
same
that.
way.
You're going to try to flirt with him?
Yeah, if that's what he's looking for. I mean,
You're going there.
Yeah, I'll go there. He doesn't give a shit. It's
Damn!
Playing a Zamran correctly, what can I say? Okay, so your character goes over and tries to seduce the man? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, sort of low key, not like blatant.
You're
or
flirting.
anything like yeah, so kind of like.
Alright, give me a speech and charisma. Do you have any specialization in seduction?
No, I just have speech.
Speech and charisma. There's no negative because, well, he wants this.
Let's see. I got a partial.
So you come over and you flirt with him by saying,
Shit. Now the problem of trying to figure out how guys flirt with each other.
picture you're talking to me, and you're going to use your corniest pickup line.
Sophie, what are you doing? Sorry. Where is she?
Tough!
Oh, okay. She's in the other room. I was worried she was.
Alright,
over
back to the
there.
actual thing we're trying to do.
Sorry. Got distracted. Hey there. Aren't you a sight for. Well, a better sight than the rest of this place, for sure.
You're new at this.
Give me back one of those chips.
Don't!
He kind of like winces at how bad and bumbling your approach was.
Yeah, I know, but that's mostly
I know.
player rather than character.
And-
so.
We're going to assume your character spends the chip to succeed, because otherwise this wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
He kind of warms up. He goes, well, I am the most beautiful thing in this prison right now. That's for sure. You look like you're an appreciator of beauty yourself. He kind of starts posing, getting next to you, touches your character's arm, puts your hand against his chest. And yeah, he's a big, brawny guy. What do you do from there?
Flirt some more. Try to lead conversation and getting protection from him. Basically.
So how are you going to approach him for
So,
protection? What did you say? Lay down.
You could have something to appreciate before, because I'm gonna guess that things are probably just gonna go from currently bad to a lot worse later on.
Well, dear one, we're probably going to die. It's our last night on Earth, maybe, and we have a choice how we can spend it.
You got yourself in this one.
Well, the player would snarkily respond in, "Oh yeah, like what, playing cards?" But probably not the
Can I
appropriate thing
interject?
to say.
Sure.
I say, I gotta start learning how to talk like a Sumerian. But for now, I'll say, you two, what say we not talk about who's going to bed who and figure out a way out of these chains?
So, since you are a Sumerian,
Mm-hmm.
And you have absolutely no social grace as well.
I need you to roll a charisma and speech to get your intention across, because Zamorin's not your native language. You don't have the skill.
Oh,
Oh,
I wouldn't have said a goddamn thing then if I had known that.
You're picking it up right now in game session. So I still need you to roll that to confer that over.
What am I rolling? The
Charisma and speech.
This isn't gonna go well.
You don't know that. Might go really well.
who knows? You might roll a 20. You'll have the whole damn jail cell thinking about escaping.
17.
Yeah, that should be understood. That should be a success or a heroic.
It's actually a success.
Success?
I have low charisma.
Okay, that's right. I forgot about that. So you say what you say. Role play it.
Yeah, I just did.
Again, we had to roll a formula, so I didn't hear it for this session, so we can't role play. Please do it again.
Okay. You two, let's say we not talk about who's going to bed who as we await our execution and figure out a way out of these chains.
So now the big man turns from who he was going to bugger and looks towards you.
He now wants to bugger.
And something in what you said or how you said it has rankled him. He shoves you aside rudely.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Stalks over to your character and tries to intimidate you. And says, "Barbarian oath, know your place. Do not interrupt your betters." This is an opposed. Ooh. I need you to roll your willpower and resolve. He has a heroic.
18.
And your willpower and resolve is a...
4.
You also have heroic, and as you are the hero, heroes win ties, so he doesn't intimidate you. What do you do?
I try the old grim visage.
You're going to intimidate the whole cell.
There's no, okay, no, is it that powerful? Okay.
Grim Visage, as I described it, is an advantage, lets you intimidate a whole area in front of you in a cone.
Oh, yeah.
So if you use your Grim Visage, everyone in this cell will become afraid of you.
No,
Which, you're in a gladiatorial arena. Maybe that's not a bad thing.
know you a way out of these chains, man.
You trying to persuade him?
Yeah.
The only way out of this place is to win or die. Pray you don't cross swords with me, barbarian oath. He turns and goes back to you.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Strokes your cheek. Now, where were we?
All right, so I continue trying to.
Tom Jones.
Okay.
Love is in the air.
In your cell, the women, honestly confused about what they're doing here. So they realize they're in a gladiatorial arena.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, what they're doing here, like, what the hell is going on? Why are we here? Why are we not like in a whorehouse? I don't know. And they're all very, very scared because they've heard stories about what happens to women in gladiatorial arenas.
It's not a good place.
You don't really get fair fights most of the time.
Yeah.
No. Basically, they're snuff entertainment.
Not
So
a
they're all
good-
crying and scared. What do you do? As the weeping cacophony of women around you laments their
Besides roll my eyes and look up at the sky and go, why me?
Oh, so you just don't care.
No, I mean the sense of, come on, I was like, Jesus, can they be this weak?
Okay, so you're looking at the women with disdain.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like confused.
Because of your era and aura of disdain and judgment, none of them approach you for any conversation.
Yeah, I'm not.
So while the characters are in this jail cell in this area, suddenly the light of the room changes, and in walks a jailkeeper with a lantern. He comes by with bowls full of slop on a tray. And I mean slop, I mean slop.
Great.
All right? All right. Which one of you is willing to suck some cock and get some food?
I'll go straight to the front of the line.
This is not turning out the way I thought.
Take your shift out.
The jailer pauses by your cell and goes, I was talking to the women.
Well, since you offered.
He's seriously going to do that, right?
Yeah.
He's seriously going to walk right up to the front of the women's door with the bars.
Come on, ladies.
All right, I'll go
Think
to
of
the
it as
front of the
spice
line.
for the soup.
I'll go to the front of the
Oh,
line.
I know where this is going.
Give him a nice big grin. Reach out and gently stroke his cheek. Bam!
Because it's a surprise attack, I'll go ahead and let you have the grip. You won't have to roll initiative, and since it is technically an ambush, you get to add damage. So you need you to roll a brawling to pull him against the bars. Brawl and agility.
Brawl and agility. So 2 and 7.
He has a success to resist, so you need at least a heroic. Sorry, at least a success of your own, since you're the hero.
Yeah.
Bong! What do you got?
Dramatic.
Ouch.
Maybe he has keys on it.
I was just thinking that.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he?
On a dramatic brawl, you do +4 AV and possibly stun or stagger the target. So, first thing I do is I roll some saves for him against stagger. He is not staggered. He is stunned. He'll be stunned for almost a minute.
Minute?
You now roll your AV to do damage.
Okay, how do I do that?
You roll a die 20 and give me your strength.
6.
All right, so on column 6, roll. What do you got?
Heroic.
Heroic on 6 should be 8 points. Correct. 8 points base, and it's not really a thrust or a swing for the attack. It's not the type of attack matters too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say this miscellaneous adds 2, so I'm going to say you do 10 health points to him. You grab him, bam, bam, bam. He's like all battered, and he kind of like sits there for a second, wheels back and forth, and then just kind of slumps by the bottom of the cage. You can quickly tell that he's not in danger of dying. He's got some nasty scars in the morning.
He's not in danger of dying. Quick, keys.
You search him. Give me an intuition and... Actually, don't be intuition. Perception and awareness to search him. The women all around her back up. The men are like, yeah! And they start roaring. Someone had better shut them up.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you want the rest of the guards to come down here? Quiet!
So yours sounds like you're trying to persuade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a speech roll?
Speech and charisma.
Oh fuck! I rolled a 1.
Dramatic success.
You fumbled?
Fumble.
Dramatic success.
Oh, that's pretty good. So you have a dramatic success.
Mm-hmm.
You search him. He doesn't have any keys.
Well, shit.
He's just going to slide him through the bars of the door. He does, however, have a coin purse.
I'll definitely take a nap.
Coin purse has about 20 pieces of electrum in it. Electrum is the lowest denomination of coins. Electrum, silver, gold, then silver bars, gold bars.
Okay. That's something I can bribe people with. Okay, so he has no keys. Wait a minute, I have a sudden thing here. This is the women's prison, right?
You're in a women's cell, yes.
Yeah. It probably isn't quite as well maintained or kept up as the men's prison, because after all, they're just chicks.
I've already described all the odor and everything else.
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm talking about as far as the infrastructure of the locks.
No. This being a gladiatorial arena, the locks in the cells are actually quite up to code. They don't want you to escape before they kill you.
Mm. Crap. Well, so because they were women, they dropped their guard some.
You've got a couple of rounds. Everybody else shows up. What do y'all want to do?
Crap.
Does he does the guy
Grab
have
the
a knife on him?
He doesn't have any keys.
Grab the
No.
keys, woman.
He doesn't have any keys.
Does he have any kind of wires or anything like that, like a belt or anything?
How about
like
the
that?
purse? Does he have any wire on the purse?
Nope, it was rope purse.
Mm.
So the bars are really
Wait,
firm.
what was
right?
the tray for the salt made out of?
Okay, hold on. One thing at a time. So you'll spend at least 2 rounds searching him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I hear some talking going on while she's doing the search. You want to test the bars?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a strength and athletics against the bars. The bars are made of steel and they're well maintained, so there's a negative 10 cm.
Jesus.
So whatever your strength and athletics is, minus 10 is the column you're rolling.
Actually, what you need to test is the lock. How strong is the lock?
What's the tray made out of? Is it
Wood.
wood?
Yours
Is
only
it
strong as
possible
the
to
lock.
break that into small enough pieces to pick the lock?
18. Heroic.
Yes, but you can already tell from the wood of the bowl that it's very cheap wood. It's not going to be strong enough to actually pick the lock.
Oh, damn.
So there's
What do
several.
you got?
18. Had a heroic.
All right, for
The Sumerian walks up to the bars, starts, and you actually see the bars starting to bend. It's very slowly happening. You can see from the dust, the top part, the bars actually bending. The men are like, oh my god, what the? And everyone in the cell that you're in is suitably impressed with you now.
How many guys?
Probably about 10 or 12 guys.
I say, come here, dogs. Help me.
Okay, give me another speech roll. Try to persuade them to help you.
Okay.
For the thieves in the group, remember this: the door is only as strong as the
By the
door
way.
frame.
Right.
Is only as strong as the door frame and the building around it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how well maintained is the women's.
Everything is well maintained.
Yeah.
That's why he's not just out. Why I say it's starting to slowly
Yeah.
go.
This is on what? On what? My charisma?
On your charisma and speech, try to persuade them to help.
Because for me,
I want to get his score first. We'll go to you.
yeah,
next.
okay.
Success.
A couple of the guys, the big gay guy comes over, starts trying to bend with you. A couple of the other guys who are on the other side, they all start trying to bend and move them. And then down the stairs
Oh god.
come the 2 other guards.
Ah.
Stop bothering the eye! And one of them pulls out a truncheon and wham! Tries to whack you right in your knuckles where you're holding the bar.
How far away is it from me?
Across the room in a
Yeah,
different
you're in a
cell.
different cell. Yeah.
You feel a sharp retort of wood on your knuckles.
So maybe I could grab him before he hit you.
You take 2 health points of damage. And I need you to roll for your fingers. There's a chance with that hit he may have broken one of your fingers.
Oh,
Hey
too bad.
baby, here's your good rookie girl. Where's your good Come here, Toby. Come here, Toby. Who's your good
Is that on strength?
It's going to be your constitution.
Ooh.
I'm going to let you
That's
add
really good.
3 because you are a Sumerian.
Dramatic.
Okay, you don't lose a finger. Bang! A sharp retort, you let go of the bars out of reflex. Time enough to prove you're worth against other people. And he backs up against a wall and watches your cells. Now you're under observation.
Great.
We're fighting.
Soon. The other guy goes, well, I'll go get the visitors. He walks back up the hallway. You've seen them come down. A guy comes out, swinging a censer through the room, spreading incense throughout the room. He goes all the way out through the entire cells. Now, the way the room is set up, you have, think it's kind of like an open floor with 4 cells, one in each corner, right? Then a hallway goes through the middle of the cells to another door on the other side. He swings the censer so that all the smell and stuff is at least somewhat disguised. And down walks a trio of men. Trailing them are slaves. Each of the men has a personal slave. The first one is a man you all dimly recognize by the name of Amaro Varm. And you guys know this is a very prominent Zamoran in the slave trade. You all at some point have seen him walking around, usually the mall, an area of the Zamoran city of Arenjun that's kind of nefarious. Kind of, I should. Very nefarious. And you all spent time there.
No, really?
And Varm has following him a girl in like a full niqab and hijab. I mean, full niqab and burqa, right? Only it's not like that heavy black cloth thing. This is more of like diaphanous gossamer stuff, so you can see there's a woman underneath there. Mm-hmm. You can't make out her features, but you know instantly from the form that she's incredibly beautiful. All right?
At least in outline.
Right. Behind him, there's a very tall, slim, kind of like African-looking guy wearing a turban. And next to him, a sort of short, pudgy, Middle Eastern-looking guy. And the three of them are talking in a language I don't think any of you speak. Do any of you speak Aquilonian?
I haven't got any languages listed at all.
Okay, so the way we're going to work this is you speak your native language. And right now you're all in the process of picking up Zamoran. You obviously already speak Zamoran because you're native Zamoran.
I am Zamoran.
They walk in, and you understand them to be talking about something apparently that's philosophical or high to do from the tone of their voices. And when they stop in the cell, Amaro turns and points towards the cell of men and goes, and plain Zamoran, so everybody can understand, "Look, my friends, these are going to be our fighters today. What do you think of them?" "I don't know, Amaro," says the short, pudgy guy. "They seem kind of lackluster." "Oh, Hatar, you need to, get over this predisposition you have towards favoring Shemites and all those of the Eastern kin. There are some very fine specimens here. Barbarian, you, the black hair, come here.
All right, I step forward a little bit.
Tell me, fellow, in your homeland, what would you do to someone who threatened you and hit you in the face?"
You'll find out soon enough, dog.
See, Hatar? This one has spirit. In the midst of his capture, he has the gall to be insolent. The king, I won't have him speared and flayed alive.
You can try.
He's trying to intimidate you.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty much his reaction.
No doubt you don't have the balls to do it yourself, fat boy.
Okay, so Fat Boy's the one who's not speaking.
He's talking.
Amaro is a very slim.
Oh, he's the one that said it? Okay. Same thing. And I doubt you'd have the balls to do it yourself, pretty boy.
My dear Sumerian oaf, I don't need to do it myself. I'm rich.
Step closer and
all of you were born to serve us. You're betters. And you'll have a chance to certainly prove your place and what fate the gods have given for you as being little more than chattel to bleed and die for our entertainment, he says to Altar. The Altar's like, the guy next to him is also like, roll an intuition and interrogation, which would be speech in this game, because interrogation is subset of speech. Yeah, you're in cell 2, you too. Because you're all getting a feel for these guys.
What the fuck?
What do you got?
I rolled a fucking 1 again. I'm retiring that dice.
Yeah, go ahead. I do that on occasion as well. That's the reason I get all these 20-siders out. I go through them
I'm
periodically.
keeping this one.
Yeah, you like
Got
to.
Got another 18 dramatic.
You have a dramatic?
Yep.
What do you have?
Hold on here. Heroic.
Okay, so on your heroic, you recognize the two men that Amaro is talking to, apparently merchants, don't agree with him. But they're not letting him know that. They're both faking that they agree.
They're playing along.
You have a dramatic?
Mm-hmm.
Baal Hatar in particular
Loves this guy.
took offense to that.
Mm.
And you can see something behind his eyes plotting now. You can feel a bit of intention there of malice
Toward the other guy.
toward Amaro. The guy, So the three characters that we're speaking with are
Mhm.
Amaro Varm, who owns the gladiatorial arena, Baal Hatar, and Joshua Shing. Okay, Joshua Shing's the African-looking guy. Baal Hatar's the Middle Eastern guy. Now you haven't heard their names yet, so your character think of it as Amaro, who you know, this guy who you just called Hatar, and then whoever this guy is off on his right.
Whatever that guy just said, it touched
Okay.
a nerve on him.
Yeah.
I remain silent.
Bill Dargis, shall we have a friendly wager then? Certainly. How much? 5 gold coins on the Sumerian's first fight that he wins. Oh, please, he's a Sumerian. Of course he's going to win his first fight. 3 fights. Done. What about you, Joshua? Oh, I leave the gambling to my friend Tatar. He's much better at it than I. Oh, please. You're the one who helped predict that this would become a fad. Yes, I was aware that the Zamorans were getting a taste for blood and that this could be a profitable venture, but you're so much better at it than I am, Amara. That's why I didn't get into it. Why am you just your investor? Oh, you flatter me. Oh, nonsense. Joshua kind of like rubs his shoulder. You both get the impression that Joshua might be buyer gay. Nonsense. You've done a wonderful thing here, Amaro, giving us entertainment on equivalent with what they have in Apollonia. Another few years to be the equivalent of the Colosseums there. Yes. Well, since these people are about to die, we should give them some comfort before they go, don't you think? Yes. And the men back up to a safe part of the room. Amaro claps his hands. In walk some musicians. And the musicians take up places around the room so they all can be equally heard. Gladiators. Gladiatrixes. The women all look shocked that he said that, turning because they are going to fight. I present you a vision of beauty and of the heavens before you may go and be traveling there. Oh, what am I saying? You're all bound for hell. Iskanara, remove your veil. The woman removes her veil, takes it off, and there's a gasp throughout the entire room. This woman has an 8 charisma. Okay? She also has the attractive and very attractive images. So to say that she's stunningly beautiful is an understatement. I cannot do how beautiful this character would be justice verbally. Other than I want you to picture who you personally think to be the ideal of feminine beauty. This woman is that and voluptuous. Okay? She has long, dark, curly hair that descends all the way down to her waist. She begins dancing as they start playing, and it's kind of like a belly dance type thing, mixed with a little bit more athletic. So there's a lot of swirls and jumps and stuff in place. She can't do a lot of cartwheels or stuff in here because the area is just not built for it. But as the dance goes on, bit by bit, Amaro claps his hand and another part of the veils come off. Kind of like a Dance of the 7 Veils thing. This goes on for about 10 minutes. During that 10 minutes, I need several rolls from the players. The first thing is, I need a roll against seduction. You must roll at least a heroic. This is willpower and resolve.
Willpower. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh shit! Let me have my.
Yeah,
Let
no.
me see another pen, man. Sorry.
Not a 1, but
I gave you
yeah.
this.
No. Sorry. Thank you, sir.
You lost your pencil. Lost your pen.
I'll find it. It's yours.
Actually, no, you gave her one. She gave you one. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Okay. So you failed?
I have a success, but yeah.
Because you need at least a heroic.
Yeah, but I need a heroic, so.
Ooh.
And he did not even get that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
no.
even get a success either.
So
Okay.
basically, I have a boner.
Everybody's aroused. There are physical signs of it. Whether you're male or female. I mean, this is an incredibly erotic performance. And it ends with her dressed in not very much at all. Right? Inverted, upside down, bending backward with one of her legs up above her. That's where the dance ends.
Yeah, well, it's Howard. What do you expect?
And everybody's like, oh, just silence in the room. Iskanara finishes the dance, bows on the floor on her knees, and just waits for the next instruction. Everybody who's watching, roll an intuition and speech, try to get a feel on her. Because it would be interrogation if you had the interrogation bonus to try to get a feeling for what's going on here.
Yeah, no.
You didn't get it?
What's up with my dice today?
I got a heroic.
Heroic. And Matthew?
I got a legendary. I don't know how the hell I managed that.
All right, so working it up.
Mm.
So here's what you know. You are just so amazed by the dance that your character is distracted.
Here's rolling.
On success, you realize that she is being the subservient slave that she's probably been for quite some time. With your heroic, you realize that she also has probably been, if not beaten, somehow intimidated into this position. Because you don't see any marks on her of like brands or whips or any bruises. So like most slaves, she's probably never been beaten.
Morrow's too smart.
Then we got to heroic, which is what you had, right, Raven?
Correct.
You can tell that every time, well, actually, you can tell from this dance, she hates herself for doing this. She actually feels bad and feels guilty for this. She is taking this on herself. There's some mental abuse here going on as well. You have a legendary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With your dramatic, your legendary, you get a sense that this has been going on for a long time, probably a year or more.
Wow.
And if this is how she feels about dancing, being forced to dance for other people, what else must have happened to her to make her... You can see the self-loathing just like curled up inside her. You can sense it. That every time she performs for her master, it convinces her that she is nothing.
Yeah, Morrow's gonna die.
Morrow comes up to his slave, pats her on the head. Very good, little beast. Now, tell me, gladiators. If a man were to steal from you, what would you do to him? Kill him! One of the guards says. Because, the dance is aroused already, their passions are really on edge. Exactly. But I am very merciful. I do not kill those that steal from me. I give them a chance to earn their freedom. All of you have, knowingly or not, at some point cost me money. That is theft.
Oh.
You must have had some crime or some venture he was invested in that went south. But I give you a chance to earn your freedom. If you survive all the games we have today, you may go free.
And there's a catch.
Fight well.
With this type,
But now tell me, what would any of you do? He grabs Kanara's hair and hauls her up by her hair. If your bitch were to steal from you, and she's just like limp, there's no fighting her whatsoever. Beat her up! Beat her! Beat her! Oh, no. She's too valuable to beat. Look at her, the lustrous skin, the beautiful hair. No. We cannot beat her. That damages her value. But fortunately, this one clicks his fingers. Has a way to be manipulated. The guards bring down a small girl into the room. She's probably only about 10 or 11.
Uh-oh, it's her daughter.
Oh, shit.
And this is the only sign of life you've seen in the dancer's eyes so far. The second they bring her in, the dancer's eyes go wide. She looks at her master. Please, no, shut up. Intuition and speech again. Try to get a feel on what that was. How about I just roll for you?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with my dice.
Look, that's what you have now.
Okay.
Is that better?
That.
That's like the fourth one you've rolled in a row.
Oh. Okay, that was a success.
I rolled another heroic.
Okay.
You need a different rolling surface.
You really not get the concern, but you really understand what it is. They're related. Based on her age and the fact you've seen no birthmarks on the girl, this is probably her little sister.
Yeah, I figured that.
16. So
Little sister.
Ah.
Well, I've already decided this fucker's gonna die anyway, so.
It's very simple. My understanding is that you've been performing for people when I didn't tell you to and collecting money. Whatever could a slave need money for? Please, master, don't. She starts begging. Tears are coming down her eyes. Oh, I know what you want. You want to buy freedom, but I suspect it wasn't for you. Oh, no. You know your freedom would be too expensive. You went to buy it for her. But I've already invested in your little sister. She's going to be you when you're too old to be used. You stupid sow. So you have a choice now. Either I apply her to her trade early. He clicks his fingers again. One of the guards rips off the girl's tunic.
Oh dear.
Or you take her place. Which will it be? At this point, both women are crying. Both are terrified. Iskanara nods her head. Very good. He rips her remaining clothes off. Guards! 2 guards come in with short spears and stand up to the door right where the men's cage is.
Oh, hell.
One's like, back up, you dogs.
And this fucker's too smart to get close enough to me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They're gonna back up, cause...
You back up, do you?
Mm-hmm.
They open the door just long enough to throw in the naked dancer. Then they lock it behind her. Since tonight might be your last night on Earth, gentlemen, let her take you to heaven. At that, he laughs and walks out of the room, the merchants and their personal servants trailing them. Now, as they're trailing them, I need another intuition and perception on the two merchants trailing them, Josh Hashing and Baal Hatar.
Damn it.
Finally.
That's 3 16s in a row.
I just got a 19. I didn't roll. I rolled
Intuition.
2
19, you
18s
roll
and
another
19.
d6, remember? 19 and 20, you roll another d6 and add it.
Jesus.
Intuition and what? Perception?
Intuition and speech, because interrogation is not part of speech.
Yeah, it's actually
6.
So you have a 25.
Yeah.
okay, I got heroic.
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 25. Jesus.
It's probably a heroic or dramatic.
It's intuition, right? No.
Intuition and speech.
It's actually. Oh no, it is. Yeah, you're right. It's a legendary.
Legendary. On your heroics, you both know that really did not sit well with the two merchants. You see them trade a look and just nod. They are going to do something to this man now. With your legendary, you know what it is. They're going to kill him.
Damn it! Don't kill him until
They
I
are
get a chance.
pissed off enough to kill this guy.
Don't kill him until I get a chance.
Whatever has just
power to
happened
them.
has so offended the two merchants behind him, they are going to kill this man.
More
You know
power
how
to
they killed? You know how they killed Nero? They got gladiators to do it.
So, all the men leave the ring. Iskanara doesn't even move to protect herself. She just stands there looking down. And the men in the cell, like piranha, just rush her. Now, this is happening in the cell you two are in. Do you two do anything?
What the frick am I gonna be able to do?
They
Would
threw
be
the.
able to
They threw the.
The girl is in the cell
Yeah,
with
in the
you.
cell with
Cell
you.
with them.
Okay. Don't yell at me, motherfucker. It's not the little kid. It's the.
The dancer girl.
It's the
Right,
dancer.
right.
The older one.
I say, stand by my side, girl.
But you are the one whose issues are in order, so she walks over demurely to you. Not even looking up from the ground yet still.
Gotta do the right thing, man.
I wasn't yelling at you about that. I was like, yeah, she's in the cell with you. He said it twice.
And as that is a very Sumerian thing to do, I will give you a white.
I figured.
Alright, so she's by you. The men are like, what are you doing?
Oh wait.
Look, if you want to go first, that's fine, but we all should get a turn with her.
Yeah, sure. I don't have the other one.
The only turn you'll get is your neck in your scrawny neck in my hand if you come near the girl.
It's just one of him. That doesn't seem to carry much weight. Then the big guy that she was working up for protection
Yeah.
walks over to you and goes, look, I only want to say this for the ring, Sumerian. But have pity. These men aren't going to last. Let them have a roll.
How many guys are there?
In your cell, probably about 10 other guys.
With a gesture, make it clear the girl's not getting anywhere near them, and I initiate Grim Visage.
Okay. Grim Visage, if I remember correctly, does require drama points. Can you give me one of your whites?
Yeah.
Probably right there.
There we go. Yeah.
You roll intimidation if you have specialization on it, which I don't think you do. Other than that is a speech and charisma.
I think that's yours.
See if I have a speech bonus. I don't think I do. Nope.
That would be under your skills. Which would be here.
I don't have it.
Your advantages are down there. Those are not your skills. Those are your skills. You put them in the wrong part of the page.
Let me see. Success.
You have a success. Okay.
I'm on the legendary on that one, but oh well.
One moment, please. Double checking something. Okay, good. We got a few more minutes before I have to go to the next one. Jesus. Okay, so, well, here's what happens.
Oh, there
Aren't
it is.
those
Okay.
what you
About 5 of them back up, and some of those guys actually urinate themselves because they failed.
Miserably, huh?
A lot of guys just kind of like, yeah, we'll wait till you're done with her, you know, trying to play it off. Including the big guy who you've got the measure of. You're like, yeah, I'm stronger, I'm better than you. He backs up and says, fine, have your fun with her first, we'll get her later. You just circumvented a major thing I had planned. And,
Damn it, I was ready for a fight.
they all back down, and the girl behind you, not quite sure if she should or shouldn't speak, is looking at you questioningly. Like she's just waiting for you to tell her what to do next. And the whole, like, visage of her is like a lost, beaten puppy.
Damn.
Oh, damn, she's giving the puppy dog pout.
No, she's not even trying to be manipulative. She's.
Yeah, so
At least your character doesn't perceive her as being manipulative.
she's giving you the puppy dog pout. Doesn't matter if it's sincere or not. It's the puppy dog pout, dude. There is no defense against the puppy dog pout.
So what do you do?
I tell her to try to get some rest. Even though it's going to be hard to.
She backs up to the back of the cage so that no one can harass her and just kind of like sits down and crosses herself up and looks down. The guard comes down and goes, congratulations. Things are getting started. Above you, you hear what can only be the sounds of a crowd filtering into an arena. You can't tell how far below the crowd you are, but you're getting the impression the crowd is above you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You hear people talking, you start to smell food. Occasionally you hear a couple of arguments break out. The guard's like, so when I call your name, you're going to come out of the cage? If I have to come in there and send my boys to get you? Well, accidents happen. Brenda! No! No! Says a woman beside you. Come on, Brenda. But I'm not a fighter. It's all right. You're not going to be doing much fighting, bitch. 2 men open the cell.
Shit.
Short spears are leveled. The guard comes in, grabs her by the wrist, and starts hauling her out. Do you do anything?
That is a hard call. Because the men are still locked up. And it's just me against how many guards?
3 guards. 1 grabbing her and 2 guys with short spears. They're very smart about this. They've done this before.
Exactly. That's my point. Yeah. And anything I try, I'm probably going to get jabbed.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing I really can do
So
except...
you watch it happen.
Yeah.
A sense of powerlessness and impotent rage goes through your veneer.
Oh, I'm very much going... Everybody's going to fucking die before I'm done.
She closes, they close the locked door. They haul Brenda upstairs. She's yelling the whole way. A few seconds go by. You hear trumpets. They come down, repeat the process for a man and for another woman and then for another man. So 4 people leave the room. At any point during this process, do you stop this?
There's not much we can do until...
So they haul them upstairs, and you guys are waiting there. You hear the trumpets go. You can't quite hear what they're saying to one another, but you hear someone shouting indistinctly. And then you hear the roars.
They're animals?
Unmistakable sounds. None of you have ever been to the parts of the Hyborian Age where this animal is common, but you've heard stories, and so your imaginations conjure up the image of a very large alley cat with a ravenous hunger. The roars are loud. They can be heard for miles in real life. Lions.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And then you hear the screams shortly after that.
Yeah.
One of them you recognize as being Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
That ends. About 10 minutes go by. The guards come back down. Kyle.
I step forward.
You lucky dice, Sumerian. Non-lethal match. They want to see you box. Come on.
I go.
Alright, they pull you out. They lock the door behind you. Suddenly you realize the girl's still in the cage.
Uh-huh.
You want to do something, now's your chance.
Oh, that's right.
Because they got the keys.
How many guys are there?
2 guards with short spears and 1 guard who's unarmed.
I couldn't do anything because they wouldn't let me near the door. You're outside the cage now.
Who's
You've got
closest
freedom
to
of
me?
movement.
So the guard that's unarmed is the one who's your escort.
Okay.
All right. He's actually got a hold on your collar.
Okay.
Right, as I described before, they're grabbing people at the collars.
Mm-hmm.
On the collar, there's like a little ring in the front, which they don't put a lead rope, but that's what he's holding on to.
Okay.
The 2 guards behind you are outside of arm's reach with the short spears.
Okay.
He put himself in a bad situation then, because I've handled large dogs like that before, and I learned not to do it because that's a great way to break your finger.
Is there a way to base, since those guys are behind me, I got an unarmed guy in front of me leading me up by my neck. I've got 2 spearmen behind me, basically. Is there a way, are both my arms free?
Mm-hmm.
To grab the spears and wrench them back against the cage, and hopefully the guys inside will grab them.
No.
Okay. I need to see the layout.
I'm going to use some miniatures to show you. So, like, this one's you. Your guard directly in front of you, leading you. The 2 guys with the spears are behind you. And they don't have the spears out extended. They have the spears here tucked.
Okay, like ready to jab.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing jutting out from their body is about a foot of spear shaft and then the spearhead. So grabbing the spears is not possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab him, or wrench him around right toward at least one of them. So he's instinctively going to go like that, and I'm going to try to impale this guy.
Okay. That's not a bad plan.
It's also, remember too, like I said, having his finger in the ring like that, all you have to do is twist and you break his finger. Like I said, I learned to not do that with dogs.
What is the green?
Legendary.
You're throwing that in there?
Yeah.
He's being a pain in the butt.
You spin him. The guard, having had this happen to him before, just goes body weight, dead weight.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! You get a pair of spear butts in the eyes. Roll me a Constitution.
That would have twisted and dropped. Breaking his fingers and dragging him down on top of you.
I have a 6 Constitution, and I rolled a 17. What is that? Is a heroic.
You are stunned for 3 rounds. That's 15 seconds.
Okay.
And that 15 seconds, that 30 seconds, they apply so much blunt trauma to you, your character passes out. They just beat the crap out of you, all 3 of them.
Oh, yay.
Then they try to move you. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I forgot. Wrong game. Oh, Zap. Ah.
I can't believe a bunch of pussies like you were hired.
Bangs! Open the door. You! Grab his feet.
Wait a
I
minute.
looked down at my fairly non-existent muscles and looked back at him like, are you sure?
Yeah. Think about their point of view. They just need a little bit of help, and you're the least threatening person they'd have to fight.
Oops.
Yes, but you're also the most likely to lift the keys off his belt.
True enough. Okay.
That's why they put her at the feet. Guards are not stupid. Got it?
Might as well, I guess.
So they pull you all upstairs
Yeah, so far
to the
we've done
arena.
well.
They put you in some arena spots, say, stay here, don't move. They come back down and get your character. What's your character's name? Freywin?
Freywin.
Freywin!
Yeah.
You're fighting, mixed match.
Am I taking his place?
No, we're gonna wake him up when he gets there.
Okay.
Alrighty. If you all would, we're going to take some time to pause recording and pick yourselves miniatures for who you want to be represented by. Now, the purpose of this game session is twofold. Not only to introduce you to Hyboria, but also